Is it right for a man to sponsor his girlfriend's education, pay all the bills, buy all the handouts, and sponsor all the pocket money? Join me as I tell you this interesting story. So, this young man, his name is Emi South. He's popularly known as Emi South. Emi South is not in South Africa, but of course, where he does his trade, his friends call him Emi South. He deals on food stuff and food business. So, Emi South found this beautiful girl and they started loving themselves. And of course, this girl just came out of secondary school. And for Emi South to prove his love for this young girl, he decided to do what? Say, I don't want my girlfriend to end her education as just an SS3 student. Since I didn't go to school, I would want my wife to be a graduate. Aww, Emi South, sweet boy. So Emi South made that decision with his girlfriend, and he decided to enroll his girlfriend Chinenye to school, to the university. And on go, she got admission into the university as a medical student. To cut the long story short, finally, after 7 years course, this girl graduated from the university, finally as a medical doctor with bachelor's degree. What then happened? Of course, she has met more classic guys in school, but she didn't tell them that she has a boo who is paying her school fees. On the day of their graduation, Emi South was bragging with his friends that, my girlfriend is now a graduate, that my next plan is to marry her. I'm sorry for laughing. My next plan is to marry her. He and his friends marched to the school. They drove to the school. Of course, Emi South has, small change. They drove to the school. On sighting his precious girlfriend, he was very happy because his English was not that fluent. He called his girlfriend and his girlfriend snubbed him. He actually thought that this girl did not hear him. He called his name again, Chinenye, and this girl snubbed him. Finally, somebody tapped her and said, someone is calling you. Why not answer? And she reluctantly answered Emi South. And Emi South went down on his knees as a very romantic young man in front of the whole student to propose to this beautiful girl that he sponsored in school. And this girl rejected his advances, his ring. And said she's no longer interested. This is real-time story. Forget that I'm laughing, but this thing happened. And of course, some of you will agree to this story in your own area that a story like this might have happened. And Emi South fled up, feeling embarrassed and feeling ashamed of himself. Of course, began to rant and make noise in the school environment. And the girl walked away and said that she has found the boo of her boo and the missing ribs. And the missing ribs is not Emi South, is one young boy in her department, and they graduated together. Fast forward to 2 years, Chinenye got married to her new boyfriend, her new boo-boo, and everything is going fine. Emi South was sad, cried, and said that she's going to refund all the money he spent for her in school. But after every argument and all that and everything, she didn't refund a dime because there were no written agreement. So, of course, in the court of law, if there's no agreement, if there's no signed agreement, nobody's ready to listen to you. And that was how Miss House spent his fortune taking care of a girl who later turned him down because she feels that Emi South is no longer in her class. What is the moral of this story? Now, let's get back to the question. Is it proper, is it right for a man to sponsor his girlfriend to school? Now, let me balance this thing. Of course, some of you be expecting me to say it is wrong. I won't say that. Yes, I'm going to disappoint you. I won't say that. One thing I want to tell you is that humans act differently, react differently. What works for Emi South may not work for Emi North, and what works for Emi North may not work for Emi West. We've had instances where even ladies gave all their fortune to a guy to go abroad and make it, and later bring them up there, and they end up disappointing. We've equally heard stories that a young man sponsored a girl to school and they ended up marrying. You see, these stories are different people with different reactions. So what should I say? Do what works best for you. Remember, any investment you are making on a girl that you are not married to is just a gift they are giving to that girl. The real man can still come around. Don't start crying and shouting, I gave her iPhone, I bought this for her, I did this for her. Have you married her? It is the marriage that will approve whatever you are doing for that girl. That's where the mother and the father will know that you are serious. But if you are still paying school fees like Amy South and buying iPhone like Amy not, you may end up crying like Amy South though. But don't cry like Amy South. Rather, rejoice like Amy not. Because what works for Mr. A may not work for Mr. B. So do what works best for you. And let's don't generalize every woman. Finally, Clash family, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to share, because that's the only way you can help us grow.